Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here, and in this video we're going to be looking at my 10-day Fizzbuzz challenge, and this is I'm challenging myself to complete the Fizzbuzz challenge in as many different languages as possible. And the Fizzbuzz challenge, in case you don't know, is you get a program, you run it through a loop, it prints out numbers 1 through 100. If the number is divisible by 3, it prints fizz. If it's divisible by 5, it prints buzz. So if it's only divisible by 3, it prints fizz. If it's only divisible by 5, it prints buzz. And if it's divisible by both 3 and 5, it prints fizzbuzz. Okay, so I've been doing this in different languages. So far, I started with JavaScript, then went to Python, then C++, then C, then C#, which is .NET, and then Java. Now we're up to video number 7. I'm going to do Fortran. So let's get to it. So, by the way, let me just preface this with saying that I am no expert in Fortran. In fact, today was the first day I ever looked at the language. So I'm going to be referencing my notes for this one. I did figure out how to do it, and here's how you're going to do it. All right. So let's create a file. I'm using Vim without a vimrc, so there's no syntax highlighting. It's just very basic. Tabs are like 8 spaces. So that's what I've been doing for this challenge. Anyway, so we're going to create a file called fizzbuzz-f90, or .f90. The extension for Fortran is .f90. And we're going to create a program in that file called Fizzbuzz. And then we're going to have a line below that says implicit none. Okay. And then we're going to go down here and I'm going to make a little comment that I'm going to define my variables. And I'm only going to have one, which is going to be an integer. And then I do a little space and 2 colons. And I'm going to set that integer equal to 1. I'm going to also make a comment that I'm going to have a do while loop. Okay. And in that loop, I'm going to say do while n is less than 101, because we want to print out numbers from 100 to or from 1 to 100, right? And then the ones that are divisible by 3 only, we're printing fizz. The ones that are divisible by 5 only, we're printing buzz, and the ones that are divisible by both fizz or 3 and 5, we're printing fizzbuzz. Okay. All right. So now here I'm going to go across and put capitals on here. So I'm going to say if, and then the way we do a modulo in here is we type out modulo, and we take the integer n, if it's divisible by 3. So if the modulo equals 0, meaning the remainder is 0. And then to do an and, we have to do a period and period. And then the modulo of n divided by 5, if that equals 0, so the remainder when you divide by 5 equals 0, and the remainder if you divide by 3 equals 0, we're going to say then, hitting the wrong button, then we're going to print fizzbuzz. And the way we do that is we type, oops, I got to get this out of capitals. We type print, and then an asterisk and a comma, and then fizzbuzz. Okay, and so while I'm doing this statement first, let me take a back step and tell you why I'm doing divisible by 3 and 5 first. So the way in all these programming languages that it works is if what you're looking for if the number meets the first condition, it's going to execute the code in that first condition and then skip all the else ifs and the else. So if I just checked in the first condition if it was divisible by 3 or if it was divisible by 5, and either printed just fizz or just buzz, then a number like 15 or number 30 that's both divisible by 3 and 5, they would go through there and meet that condition and execute that code and skip the rest of the code. And we don't want that to happen. We want them to print fizzbuzz. Now, if you have a number that's only divisible by 3 or only divisible by 5, it's not going to meet this full condition because we have that and statement. So it's going to skip to the next one. So that it works for that one, and it still catches all the ones that are that are divisible by both. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. So now we're going to have an else if, and we're going to say else if the modulo of n, if that is equal to 0, meaning the remainder, when you divide whatever n is by 3, is 0, it's divisible by 3. If it meets those conditions, then we are going to print fizz. Okay, keep going. And we'll say else if, now the modulo of n divided by 5, if that equals 0, so when you divide by 5, if the remainder is 0, then we are going to print buzz. Okay, and then finally, if it meets none of those conditions, we are just going to, I don't know what that number, okay, so we're just going to print the actual number n, okay? And we're going to end the if statement, and then we're going to increment n by 1 every time it's going through this loop. Otherwise, we'd get an infinite loop. And then we're going to end the do while loop, okay? And then we'll go down here and end the program Fizzbuzz. Fizzbuzz, if I can type that correctly, okay? So we're going to save that program, and then we'll run it. Well, we'll build it, and then we'll run it. So I'm using G Fortran. So I'm going to take Fizzbuzz F90, and I want to compile that. In the output, I just want to be Fizzbuzz. And I ran the compiler. Everything went through. There are no errors. And I'm going to run Fizzbuzz. And you'll see that it works. Okay, so we start 1, 2, fizz, it's divisible by 3, 4, 5, it's divisible by 5, so we get buzz. 6 is divisible by 3, we get fizz. So 7, 8, 13, 14, we get Fizzbuzz. See, at 30, you get Fizzbuzz, and we go on down to the bottom here. We see 97, 98, and then 99 is divisible by 3, you get fizz, and 100 is divisible by 5, you get buzz. So program works, and we figured out the Fizzbuzz challenge in Fortran. So thanks for watching. Maybe you want to also challenge yourself to this challenge. It's fun. You can see how different languages handle things, see that a lot of them are actually related, and learn a lot. Or you can just watch these videos. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like the video, and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, as it really helps the channel grow and helps to encourage me to continue to make videos like this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.